Hey guys, this is Mayte Maybe, and as you may know, a couple weeks ago, I actually described every episode in the first season of BFDI in 5 words or less with additional commentary as a replacement for a video I previously deleted. I did the same with the BFB video, and doing a more updated version too. So here it is, describing every episode in BFB in 5 words or less with extra commentary. And just like the first season of BFD, I actually changed the background to a nice background. And I actually love this background too. It's a pretty background setup. But yeah, anyways, let's begin. BFB 1, Getting Teardrop to Talk. New contestants, new personalities. This introduces Lai, Foldy, Sapie, and Loser. I actually like Lai and Foldy. They're two of my favorite characters on the show, but I'm not as much of a fan on Sapie and Loser, especially Loser's voice. My opinion. I just don't like, I'm not a fan of his voice very much, and I get why he's hated. And it also had personalities of a lot of the LOLers in IDFB1. We got to learn more of their personalities too, and I actually like that. It's a good episode after all. BFB 2, Lick Your Way to Freedom. Beep gets confused. This is when Beep gets too confused and they ended up losing. And yeah, they honestly deserved it. I thought Beep was not trying, I just thought Beep was not trying enough effort on the challenge, and they were kind of procrastinating and doing just stuff that I just thought they were not even paying attention, and I thought I think they should have done better than that. BFB 3, Why would you do this on a swing set? Taco isn't dead. This is everybody thought Taco was still dead, all because the Jawbreaker sound could travel in but not out, and people didn't know she was inside the Jawbreaker. But I knew she was not dead because of the stinger of even beforehand, because of the stinger of this second BFB episode. And I actually also saw her inside the Jawbreaker in the 3rd episode. And I actually I think just the people just thought the Jawbreaker, I think the hosts knew the Jawbreaker was Taco, but the teams didn't seem to know it. I just don't know why. I guess the teams may have been too confused, like Beep was last episode, but at least they're Taco's team won. But actually, yeah, I just thought they were just confused, in my opinion. It was just me, though. BFB 4, today's very special episode. Death prevention using fork repellent. This is when Death Pact tried to prevent death using the fork repellents, and it kind of failed, not realizing it was a fork repellent. And this kind of cost them the challenge because they were busy with this and they lost. I thought that what they did was really dumb. They shouldn't have they should have known the challenge was going, and that they had to make over 4. I just think they should have done much better. They should have tried more effort, and that could have helped them win the challenge or not be up for elimination. BFB 5, Fortunate Ben. Is Flower ugly or beautiful? This is in BFB 1, Ruby stated Flower was beautiful, but in BFB 5, Flower, she didn't say, her mind changed. But I always thought Flower was a beautiful, even though she was mean in like the 1st and 2nd season, she became a lot nicer, and I became more into her now than when what she used to be. But she's very pretty. BFB 6, 4 goes too far. Donut becomes the host, all because better name than that multiplies the 4 with Donut, who's 0. But yeah, that kind of makes sense. I guess 4 has a nice, it does have a weakness, and Donut got absorbed. But that was kind of, even though 4 was kind of like not as good of a host, I just didn't, kind of was shocked how 4 was gone first time around until I realized it was inside Donut and X ran away. But I mean, yeah, this was kind of like the impact of 4 being inside Donut, and I actually liked Donut as a host. I thought he was a better host than 4. BFB 7, the liar ball you don't want. Loser's punishment for lying. He lost his fame all because he thought those poppers existed back then when they were just invented an hour of the episode when the episode was released or started. But yeah, in truth, I wouldn't. You don't get punished for lying like that. I lie all the time, and I don't get punished too much. This lie was just made him lose his fame and got eliminated, and the votes were. But I was still not I was never really a fan of Loser, even before he got eliminated and lied. And I wouldn't say lying would make me hate a person all because they just lie. And they can be sarcastic too. BFB 8, questions answered. 8! That's when Saw ingested 8 Ball's fumes after getting crushed by the moon and caused her to shout that. That was really funny, and I actually thought it was even funnier when Donut had what's the past tense of 8 and Saw accidentally answered it, and I thought that was made me laugh out loud. The number 8. It also it's pretty cool that it describes the episode. BFB 9. This episode is about basketball. Beep already lost 3 times. Yeah, I was actually this was the 3rd time Beep lost. I was like, what happened? I don't know what happened. I thought that Beep was just not a very good team, and especially compared to the other teams. And even before Bled lost the first time, they were not a good team, especially compared to others. I thought they were just weak. I don't know. BFB 10, enter the exit. Eternal algebra with 4. 4, I like algebra, I like math. This shows 4's exit thing. And I do like math, but staying in there, that is I just would get stressed out and tired when I stay in math class for too long. And yeah, Eternal is it's just stupid. Honestly. BFB 11. Get to the top in 500 steps. The non-slip shoes return. What Flower wears, those non-slip shoes, which shocks others. From 2010, and she wears them 8 years later. I actually sometimes like wearing stuff out of style, though. Even so, those shoes, I actually seem to like those shoes if they actually exist in real life. They're like a nice pinkish purple, and I think they do make Flower pretty. BFB 12, what do you think of roleplay? Eraser's nightmare with pentagons. This is all because Penn mentioned Foldy in Eraser's team, and that's when Eraser got to be scared of pentagons on Foldy. Seeing Foldy, and yeah, I have no idea how he gets scared of pentagons, honestly. I am not scared of any shape like that. I don't think I feel pentagons are just normal. I just feel like they look like a house shape. BFB 13, Return of the Rocket Ship. Eliminated with exactly 10,000 votes. Yeah, wow, that's what Fiery Jr. got. That's many votes. Even though I didn't vote for him, there were exactly 10,000. What are the chances of that? That's like a huge amount of votes. Maybe he didn't, but I was kind of shocked when I saw him get 10,000 votes at first glance, and was like, what? BFB 14, don't dig straight down. Lava spreading everywhere. The lava spongy caused did cannonballs, so in the pool or the hot spring, the crack formed and lava spread out, and it spread like everywhere. Oh my gosh, I thought it was funny somewhat funny, but it also, I was like thinking apocalyptic event or something. Is this the end of BFDI? Is it? No, there was just some of them survived in lava, and I actually thought they also had recovery centers too, and the lava cleared. I just thought it was gonna be like this anyways. BFB 15, the 4 is lava. Such a basic challenge. Yeah, this is just my opinion of the challenge being not that great. I just thought it was kind of basic. It was just getting to 4, and Bleh obviously was first place because they were up for elimination last episode, and I just thought it was not my cup of tea. But Yeah, I thought that they needed a better, more complex challenge and not just a simple challenge where they get back to the host. I just think that was just very, very basic. BFB 16, the escape from 4. Spongie's elimination tug of war. 4 struggles to get up Spongie, and then the eliminated contestants pop out of Spongie, and then that's when the remaining contestants try to pull Spongie out. I don't know what they were thinking or something. I don't know why they wanted to free them. Maybe to see their friends again? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Or yeah, their eliminated friends, because Bracelet wanted to see like Ice Cube. But I've never really remembered seeing Foldy wanted to see Stapy. But I honestly think what they do, that was just not right. BFB 17, X marks the spot. Orange paint. Lollipop brought orange paint so she can paint herself orange, and her team got by the food coloring. And the orange paint kind of actually prevented X being glued to the ground. The orange paint actually maybe could have made Lollipop, but the Lollipop wouldn't have been as delicious. She would have just been an orange Lollipop. I actually think she's better being purple than orange. And maybe X would be better in orange, I'm not sure. BFB 18, take the tower. Have Cots impersonating Flower. Yes, they tried to impersonate Flower for, I forgot what they did it for, but I know they impersonated Flower by putting petals on, because Ruby bought them. And actually they do make the characters more beautiful if they have their petals on, but they're also kind of more beautiful in a weird way, not just like, but yeah, more beautiful in a weird way. I just thought it was kind of weird and beautiful at the same time. BFB 19, how low can you grow? X's aloe vera garden. This is all about X's aloe vera garden, and saving his aloe veras kind of backfired, I guess. I would not get an aloe vera garden in my opinion. I don't know, I just feel like it's pretty boring. But seems aloe vera does seem soothing and but I just don't want to have a garden of it. BFB 20, a taste of space. The temperature changing sun. The sun shifts from a actual sun to an ice cube to freeze it, and other shifting too. That was so hilarious in my opinion when the sun was changing into different shapes. I just thought, wow, it was just so, yeah. I don't know how much I laughed, remember, at the time, but it was just hilarious. BFB 21, let's raid the warehouse. Woody and the cardboard box. This is when I think Blocky bought the cardboard box to Woody and Woody rejected it. And I agree, the cardboard box is just a plain prize. Even though I get anxious and stuff, I just think, I don't like the cardboard box idea as a prize. I just think it's really boring. I would just like to have a real gift. BFB 22, who stole Donut's diary? Fiery and Leafy's argument. This is when Fiery argued about Leafy because she stole Dream Island and hurt Fiery's feelings. And yeah, I would do that too, but at least she paid. But I would literally hurt the feelings too, because I mean, if I didn't win, I would not buy it, even if I got rejected, because I just think that is just wrong. And what Leafy did was wrong. At least she learned a lesson. And I would say, yeah, that was not a good thing what Leafy did. That was just awful. BFB 23, fashion for your face. Flower's itchy sweaters. Oh yeah, the other members, the half-cot members, the remaining members of the half-cots just couldn't resist wearing flower sweaters because they were itchy. Though even though they did look pretty with them, I think itchy if something was itchy for me, I could probably just wear something under it to make it less itchy. But they weren't really wearing anything under it. I just think they should have, so Flower wouldn't have kicked them. BFB 24, the game has changed. Blocky presenting Woody's pranks. So Blocky got eliminated, and he and his corporation got arrested in prison for perjury. and replaced it with Woody's Funnies Doing International, or Blocky presenting it. He's starting to become friends with Blocky now. I just think what he does in Blocky presenting is kind of pretty cool. I think it's a cool replacement, but kind of I think it's just cool and all, and it kind of funny at the same time as a funny replacement too. And Woody's like whining and stuff, because Woody doesn't talk so much. BFB 25, the Twisted Temple. A challenge that curses contestants. Yeah, why would Ford do this? Give a temple that curses and then blesses contestants. Because if they get cursed, the contestant gets cursed. I just think the cursed temples really did curse the contestants, and the blessed ones did too. But I just don't think this was just kind of a bad challenge idea in general, because if they actually did curse the cursed totems, and I just think it was just, yeah, if they maybe just they shouldn't have them as cursed as much and only had the blessed ones. The cursing, I just don't think it worked for me. BFB 6, the hidden contestant. Profile came out of nowhere. Yeah, I was shocked when Profile came in, and they had one other additional contestant. And Profile, what he was doing, or she or they were doing, was actually funny. They completing the challenges like instantly, and even trying to like everything, the arguments. I just thought it was funny, and then they had a challenge. But yeah, it was kind of a creative challenge too, where they eliminated a contestant that was not supposed to compete. BFB 27, uprooting everything. Part of lollipop inside gelatin. This was like the best I can do for the word, because when lollipop got eliminated, gelatin extracted a syringe from lollipop and put it inside him. I actually think that's what makes gelatin pretty more like a multi-flavored. It looks kind of tastier too, because lollipop grapes are actually tastier than lime in my opinions, and grapes are one of my favorite fruits too. But yeah, I think just gelatin looks tastier with like that, and he extracting from lollipop like that. I just think it makes gelatin more like made more different too. BFB 28, BFB back from beginning. The return of the announcer. I like the announcer came back, and Ford tried to attack it, was funny. But I actually liked when the announcer returned. I think he's a better host than 4, because at least announcer is actually nicer than 4. Only except for the selling stuff due to budget cuts. I just don't like that. BFB 29, SOS, Save Our Show. BFB gets downgraded for all the because of the budget cuts. It gets downgraded and then gets canceled. It gets downgraded to like a motion, like a kind of like if it was like an animator thing, to like a paper stop motion to the storyboards. That was really I thought it was kind of like depressing kind of for me, but at the same time it kind of was interesting, the downgrading, but then it went back up. And actually I just also thought the downgrade was kind of funny in my opinion, but that was just me. And downgrading for like low budgets, that kind of makes sense. And finally, BFB 30, chapter complete. Fighting for the BFDI. After Flower wins the BFDI, Purpleface takes it, and most of them half of the post-split contestants go in the bus, mostly the have-nots, to fight for the BFB. And I thought they were funny each time, what they said, everything they said. And I just think kind of hilarious how they went down the cliff, but they actually survived. And then it was kind of a nice episode overall, all because of this fighting for the BFB. But yeah, Anyways, that concludes my explanation of every BFB episode in 5 words or less with the extra commentary, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like and subscribe. But anyways, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.